Hi there, I'm doing this video for somebody on Instagram who asked me how to put together 2 Sparaxis units. When I was learning how to do this, I had trouble putting it together myself, so I thought it might be useful to have a video. I'm not very good at talking on videos. I might be better at this one because you can't actually see me. My husband's also in the background listening, and I've got cats everywhere and the phone will probably ring. So just bear with me. It's mainly to help out anyone who's had trouble putting together Sparaxis units. Right, okay, so I'll do the folding of one of the units since I'm here. So you need a rectangle of paper with proportions 2:1. So if you've got a square of paper, just cut it in half. Fold it in half lengthways, like so. Fold the corners at one end. I do have a habit of spinning the paper like that because I like to do everything on the right. So yeah, so I've folded those corners in like a house, and the same at the other end, and they'll eventually be your flaps. Then you fold it point to point, like so. Now we're trying to get cross lines here, so we fold it so that that line meets that line. If that makes sense, like that. You might be able to hear my husband coughing in the background as well. Say hello, Ian. No, he's shaking his head. Right, so we've got this star shape in the middle here, so we're now going to turn it into a preliminary base. So you push in the sides and squash it flat like that. Now, I know that this probably isn't going to be a lot of use for people who haven't already done some sort of folding, but I really wouldn't recommend trying this if you haven't anyway. It's really quite difficult. Okay, so you should have a preliminary base but with flaps in the corners like this. Now, fold in these 2 corners here to make a sort of kite fold, and the bottom corners as well. So it should look like that. Now, to get your flaps that help you put the unit together, if you look on the back, you should see these flappy bits here. You need to pull them round so you have these areas. Fold that one forward and fold down that corner. If you want fuller instructions for folding the units, you can find them in Lukasheva's book, which is called Kusadama Origami by Ekaterina Lukasheva. I could show you it, but I can't work out how to get it under the camera. Never mind. Right. Then you just do the same thing on the other side. So fold down the corners. It's easier to do it on the other side because you just follow the lines. And fold those corners in. Like so. Look at the back again. There's your flaps. Bring them to the front, and again fold the right hand side one forwards, and that little notch. Now that becomes important in a moment. You'll see why. And my back arm. Yes, right. Now I've just happened to have another one already made here. So these are the 2 units. I've got a feeling this is going to be really tricky to show you even on a video, which is probably why there isn't already one on YouTube. But I'm going to do my best. Okay, so the basic thing that you're trying to do is get that piece underneath that piece like that. But obviously that's not going to hold it together, so we need to get that piece inside the flap. So in order to do that, you have to unfold all this folding that you've done here. Now I'm holding these in one in each hand, as you can see, because I just find it easier, but I'll put one down for now. So basically unfold your flap to that point. You might be wondering why you bothered folding it when you're unfolding it, but it will make sense. So this little notch here is the important bit to guide your other unit in. Right, so hook your little notch over this flap like that. Then the trick is, if you look on the back of it, we're folding this bit with the paper inside. Now it's quite, like I say, it's quite difficult to show that on a video because it's all sort of underneath here. It would help if I had a glass table and the camera was underneath. So you just fold it in, and then once you fold these flaps down again, now it won't come apart. That piece of paper has been completely trapped underneath the flap. I'm going to take it apart again and do it again, because I can't imagine that that was any easier to follow than this book I've got. So you hook that little notch over this sort of triangular shape, like so. That will hold it into position. If you look on the back, we've got our two pieces of paper together, treat it like one piece, fold that, and then just fold it all back down exactly to where it was, and it will hold it together. Now all you need to do is make another 58 of those and make it all together into a big ball. But for the person that was asking how I fit my Sparaxis units together, I really hope that's some sort of help. If it isn't, I do apologise. Okie dokie, bye.